What's up YouTube, it's Joe back with another video. I'm going to talk about the first time I've driven alone. So I'm not going to lie to you guys, first time I drove alone, I was like really nervous. Just because I'm used to having someone from my family be like, alright, like we're going to go for a drive, stuff like that. And as soon as I got my license, they basically just tossed me the keys and was like, alright, like go here for me. So when I got in the car, I was like, all right, like, I'm a little nervous. I don't have someone in the car with me. It's my first time, whatever. And the thing that sucked is it was like right after a snowstorm too. So like I had to drive to the store in the snow, and it was actually like, it wasn't that bad. Since I was basically a brand new driver, driving by myself, I was really scared. And slipping and sliding was like one of my fears on everything, like rain, snow, anything. So that's just one thing that really freaked me out. Another thing that freaked me out was not having like a second pair of eyes to be like, oh, watch out, because like I was consistently used to that. So like, I know like you shouldn't get used to it, but I did, and I was always like looking, like looking all around, stuff like that. And even now, like I still do it, but I'm like, obviously I'm confident driving. Like I don't have a problem with driving by myself. I do it all the time now. But yeah, that was definitely the second thing, was not having like a second pair of eyes in the car, like watching what I'm doing, telling me what I'm doing wrong. So now the third thing was probably getting to and from places like without anyone telling me like a different way to go. So I know my neighborhood. I'm comfortable driving around my neighborhood, stuff like that. But there's another neighborhood that's right like around the corner from me, just like how it is in Philly. Driving to one place to get something, just to drive back, like I'm used to having someone be like, oh well, there's a lot of traffic this way, like go this way. So not having that kind of like scared me a little bit, but at the same time I just took the same way I took to get there, and I did fine. The final thing is switching lanes without having someone in the car with me to be like, all right, you're good. So I had to get used to that. Obviously, everyone has to get used to that, but I had to get used to it fast, because the places that I would go, I would either have to take a 2-lane street, or I had to take like a 3-lane street. I'd have to get over, I had to do this, I had to do that. So I couldn't ride one lane, mostly because either if I rode the right-hand lane, all trucks. If I rode the left-hand lane, trucks. So I would always have to constantly like switch, get in front of the truck, switch in front of him, go on to 95. Now that's another thing I'm going to explain. I never went onto 95 by myself. And the first time I've done it, I was with I think one or two of my friends, and I was really scared. And obviously I'm telling them like, yeah dude, I'm fine with it, like it's fine, it's no big deal. So 95 is like a big highway in Philly. It's like what takes you everywhere, like downtown New York, anywhere you really need to go. And there's roads, Woodhaven, which is connected to it. It's how you get on the 95. And that's not as bad. So like when I first got on it, I was like kind of relaxed after it happened. But getting on 95 was the scariest thing for me, because you have these cars flying down doing 50, 60 miles an hour, just passing. And you have to match their speed and get out there and make sure that you get out there and not annoy other people behind you and stuff like that. So that really did scared me for a little bit, but then I got used to it. I got comfortable driving, and now, as I said, I drive everywhere. I drove down the shore. That was like an hour and a half. I drove to my mom just moved to Jersey. I drive to her house. I take 95, Whitman, but I'm still nervous on like certain roads, like 42 is a big like intersection, and I don't know, I just get like really nervous on it. I want to say intersection, it's just like a big road where a lot of people merge onto, so it's kind of like a nerve-wracking thing. But besides that, like I'm usually fine with it. 55 is another one. It's a 2-lane road, and the speed limit on it's 65. So going on that for the first time, I was probably last year. I'm not gonna say I was nervous, because I had a lot of driving experience. But if I didn't have that driving experience, I definitely would have been nervous. And having to keep up with everyone's speed. Everyone's doing more than 65. They're doing like 75, 80. Like, you just have to keep up, be consistent. People will cut you off on it. Like, it was really like nerve-wracking for me. the final thing, driving in Wildwood, driving in Mayfair, which is in Philly, driving all them streets that have, well, all the neighborhoods that have them little side streets where it's like one street will have a stop sign, the next street won't. One street will have a stop sign, the next street won't. So like you have to edge out, and if you're going straight, it's the hardest thing. It's not hard, it's just like nerve-wracking because you have to really inch out and check both ways. Like one way you can see perfect, the other way you can't. Sometimes people park their cars a certain way where you can't even see up the road. You have to inch out and just kind of, I wouldn't say guess. That's like really not safe to do, but guess. Wildwood's the same way, especially in the summer. It's so crowded, it's so congested. So when you're down there and you're driving on these streets that don't have stop signs, people can just go all night, then it's really nervous. I really thought I was going to get in an accident. So I don't really like driving like down the shore and in Mayfair because of that. But I've always tried to find ways like around it, like going along streets to go here, to go there. Like, even if it took longer, it just meant that it was a safer way to go. That was just my opinion. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. This is one to many videos I'm going to make. I really did fall off of YouTube. I don't know what was going on. I just had a lot going on, trying to find a job, stuff like that. So now I'm good. I got a job. It's in the morning too, so I have all day to do these videos. It is such love. Make sure you guys subscribe. Don't forget, like, comment. If you want to see more content, comment what you guys want to see. My abandoned videos did really good, so I might try to find more places like that. I know I have a video on my camera, but I just have to charge it, plug it in. Like, I really gave up for a little bit. So this is my comeback, finally. I know I said this so many times, but I'm definitely coming back this time. I'm definitely staying consistent. It's a lot of work to have a lot of people come and subscribe to you, and honestly, even having 200 subs is a lot of work. So thank you for everyone who subscribed to my channel. Thank you for everyone who actually watches my videos. Till next one. Peace.